Yo, it's your homeboy Kiyosagi in the building. Welcome to episode 95 of One Piece Gist. In this episode, we talk about One Piece chapter 764. As usual with my chapter reviews, we're going to have a spoiler-free review first. Afterwards, we're going to have a more in-depth discussion, which will most likely contain spoilers. Before I continue, I would like to highlight that there is some Will of D stuff in this chapter. However, I will not be covering that in this video at all. That's all going to be in its own separate video, so I can go, all the way turned up with that shit. Yeah, so let's start the review. Like I mentioned, there is some Will of D stuff, and because of that alone, this is a must-read chapter for anybody who reads One Piece. However, the chapter as a whole is average at best. Not bad, not really good. Definitely not as good as last week's chapter, at least in my opinion. But we do get a lot of information. Well, not we get a decent amount of information in this chapter. We get a few reveals, and it's a full-blown flashback chapter. That's pretty much my review of this chapter, and let's move on to the discussion. So as usual, we're going to start with the cover story, but shocker, there is no cover story this time around. So we won't get to see our good friend Jinbei. However, we did get a really nice color spread. If my memory serves me correctly, this is the first time we're seeing Monster Chopper in one of these color spreads. Also, we get to see a very rare sighting of, Robin smiling. Now, she has smiled quite a few times, even in the color spreads, but never really to this extent. I mean, even in the manga, she's only smiled to this extent a very few times. Usually, she just has a grin or something. So this is pretty crazy for Robin fans at least. I get to see it, in full-blown color drawn by Oda himself, so that's pretty beast. Moving on with the chapter, like I said, I'm not going to talk about the D. Also, I'm not going to go over every single thing that happened in this chapter. You guys read the chapter yourselves. I'll just focus on what I think is important or what I think is worth taking away from this chapter. So the first thing is we get confirmation that Virgo was the former Corazon. Now, in the past, people have said that Pika is stronger than Virgo. Diamante is stronger than Virgo. Treble is stronger than Virgo because they are executives, while he, really didn't get an executive rank because there was a chart, in one of the manga chapters. Just ask me in the comment section and I'll give you the chapter number. I can't post it here because I might get a copyright strike or something. But yeah, basically because Virgo and Money were outside of, doing their own shit, they weren't put in the same ranks as everybody else within the Don Quixotes. And, people were saying that Pika is the second strongest person under Rosa within the Don Quixotes after Doflamingo. Well, that might be true, but they also went on to say that all the executives are stronger than Virgo, but now we get confirmation that Virgo was Doflamingo's right hand man. He is the first Corazon that we know of, and he's basically the equivalent of Zoro to Luffy, Virgo to Doflamingo. And yeah, the second thing I want to talk about is Sengoku and Rocinante's relationship. It's pretty interesting. I mean, first of all, the fact that Rocinante is in the Marines is very interesting because I have this theory that just how Virgo is a double agent, he's posing as a Marine, but he's secretly a Don Quixote. I think that I thought that Corazon, was doing the same thing on behalf of Sengoku. However, later on in the chapter, he says that he isn't working with the Marines. So maybe, he just needs the Marines' help, and that's why he's working with them. So he isn't really working for them, rather he's working with them. That's one possibility. Or maybe he was just lying to Law because, he didn't really trust Law that much. And now remember, this did happen later on in the chapter, after Law, said, oh, he's going to tell Doflamingo, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? So that is a possibility. So yeah, that's really interesting. And I'm going to move forward to the final thing I'm going to talk about. And that is Doflamingo on the Denden Mushi. So we don't know what he's gonna say, but my theory is he's gonna say, "Look, bro, I found a cure for Law's disease. Bring him home ASAP." I think it's that simple. If you think otherwise, please leave a comment. Telling me what you think. Doflamingo is gonna say next week. Also, if you have any theories on Will D, especially after reading this chapter, please visit One Piece Gist episode 93 and leave your thoughts in the comment section. We're having a thread there, so you can see other people's comments and their theories and shit, and people can see yours and all that stuff. So if you have any Will D, interest, check that out. Also be on the lookout for One Piece Gist episode 96, which will most likely be the Will D episode, but concerning the stuff taken from this chapter. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for chilling all the way to the end. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, thank you guys for watching.